I've made $2.1 million trading meme coins at the age of 19. And the truth is, my edge hasn't come from chasing every single new coin. It's come from filtering for quality, and none of that would have been possible if it weren't for the right tools. In today's video, I'm giving the most up-to-date and in-depth walkthrough on the exact trading platform I use, called axiom.trade. It's completely free, it's lightning fast, and it's the most feature-packed trading bot in the space right now. Since my last guide on Axiom, both the crypto market and the terminal have had huge updates. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use it in 2025. The best filters for finding high quality coins, how to track wallets like a pro, how to avoid rugs, the right Twitter accounts to track, and how to actually leverage this tool to give yourself the best chance at making some insane wins. If you're serious about finding life-changing opportunities in crypto, this Axiom Pro guide is going to change the way you trade. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. These are just my personal opinions on the market. So what is Axiom and why is this a game changer? If you don't already know, Axiom is an all-in-one trading platform designed specifically for Solana meme coins. It gives you absolutely everything you need to be a competitive trader. A real-time tracker of every new coin that comes up, a real-time tracker of every single coin getting volume, a built-in Twitter tracker, a built-in wallet tracker with live alerts, a bundle tracker and information on every single coin, a fee refund system, and you can also trade perpetual futures on. Pretty cool, right? So if you're trading without this, you're trading completely blind. But how do we actually set this up? First, head to the Axiom link in the description and make sure it has @fortune at the end of the link. So when you click sign up, it's going to have fortune on the bottom bar right here. Through this code, you'll get 20% off all fees, which is the lowest compared to what all Axiom users are getting out there. And once you're here, you can sign up using either your Gmail or by connecting your Phantom wallet. So once you sign up, Axiom's going to generate a 12-word seed phrase for you. Write the seed phrase down somewhere, store it somewhere safe, offline, because this is going to be the only way to recover your Axiom wallet. And now, once you're signed in, you're good to go. Now let's talk about the actual platform itself, because I'm not going to lie, it's pretty easy to get overwhelmed with all the features and coins there are. So the pulse tab right here at the top. This is where every new token appears in real time. This is pretty much going to be your radar, and it's where you're going to be spending most of your time on Axiom. But just looking at it straight up, it's extremely easy to get overwhelmed, right? Tons of new coins popping up in your face every single millisecond. So to break it down a little bit, the left column is where every new coin is going to pop up in real time right here. The middle column is for when new coins are close to what's called migration, which is when a coin reaches a high enough specific market cap to move to a separate liquidity pool. And that's when it comes up on the third column right here, which is where every newly migrated coin will come up. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, 99% of the coins that pop up are absolute garbage, and you will lose money trying to trade these poor quality coins. So keeping a level head and not buying everything you see getting volume is the first important step of navigating Axiom properly. Now here's how you're actually going to set up. There are going to be two setups you switch in between from most of the time. One is when the market is extremely hot and you see a lot of these new coins actually reaching a high enough market cap to come up on the migrated section very, very often. A good way to tell this is literally just by looking at the migrated section and seeing how many coins have migrated within the past couple hours. So in scenario one, you can actually look at the new pair section, the left column right here, and hunt for coins there. And the ideal filter here is opening this up, heading to metrics, and going down to minimum market cap, sending that to 11,000, and that's it. Keep it simple. It's going to filter out a lot of the garbage that doesn't move and just blocks your eyes and still give you an extremely low entry for coins with potential. If the market is giving you the opportunity to actually capitalize on coins you can get in at extremely low market caps, you should be taking them. I made my first 100K mainly just doing that. But in market conditions like right now, where there's still good volume and there are high quality coins still spawning in, but taking longer to pick up, or just straight up lower volume market conditions, I want you to restrict yourself completely to the migrated section, the third column right here. No filters, just look at only the migrated section. Why? Two things. Number one, the coins that actually migrate, of course, are going to be much higher quality coins out of the thousands of new coins that are spawning daily. These coins need enough people buying in to even come up in the migrated section in the first place. So you're going to have a much smaller pool of coins that you have to analyze a day. And the pool is likely going to be with coins with better narratives, better attention grabbing stories. Because, like I said, they need enough attention to even end up in migrated in the first place. And therefore, you get a much higher chance of catching an actual runner. Number 2, it builds discipline and trains your analyzing process in a healthy manner. What do I mean by that? One of the biggest mistakes I see from new traders is thinking they can just look at the new pair section and they can scalp every new coin for a couple percent gains and somehow stack that up over time. Let me be clear. You are not that good. Burn that into your head. And even beyond that, it's deceptively extremely difficult to actually build solid money trading like that. When you're prioritizing quantity over quality, you're forced to chase coins with short-lived narratives in an extremely tight time frame. Look at how fast these coins on the left are moving and then going straight to zero. You've got to be precise to the second. And even then, all it takes is one bad trade, one unlucky rug, or one unexpected factor, and boom, all those small gains you were grinding vanish in an instant. Me personally, I can watch every single column, but that's because I'm experienced enough to instantly know when a coin could have potential in an instant. You likely can't do that, so most of the time, you should be restricting yourself to the migrated section until you get to that level. I see so many so-called educators in this space. They like to say it's easy, you can just trade these new coins all day long. Look at Cupsy, he's making millions doing this. Why can't you? Don't buy into that. Please don't buy into that. These coins are pumping a couple thousand in market cap and going straight back to zero. Where do you think the liquidity for these highly skilled scalpers actually comes from? From people like you. That is the harsh reality. Most of the big names you've heard about who scalp successfully either have copy traders acting as a cushion, or they've been in the game long enough to make a career of less experienced traders being their exit liquidity. Trading is not some infinite money glitch. You are not here to spend your entire day staring at charts, scalping 50 different coins, praying for a $100 scalp. You are here to make generational wealth from the asymmetrical upside that crypto provides. And that only comes from focusing on the highest quality opportunities, the ones you'll usually find in the migrated section. And as you can see, Axiom organizes all this for you. I'll talk about the actual strategy itself in actually finding these higher quality coins later, but for now, I'll cover everything you need for the setup first. Now, within all these coins, you also see these individual separate logos here. And I'll just quickly go over what they mean. So let me use this coin, Seraph, in the migrated section as an example. Over here, the blue person icon right here is going to be the Twitter that the coin is associated with. So if I click it, it's going to bring me to the Seraph Twitter page. And as you can see, they talk about the contract address here. It's official. Next, this little globe logo right here is going to be the website that the coin is associated with. So you can see here for Seraph, it's a terminal that showcases several AI agents right here. Next, this magnifying glass logo, if I click it, it's going to bring up the contract address of the coin, and it's going to automatically look up the contract address for the coin on Twitter. Great way to do research. So you're provided with every single tool you need to do research on these coins. Next, the thing I'm hovering over right here is going to be the holder count. So how many people are holding the coin. Next is going to be the dev wallet and how much they're holding and where it was funded from. So right here, we can see the dev wallet holds 4% and the centralized exchange it was funded from is Kraken. Next is going to be how much snipers are holding. So this is the amount of supply that was bought on the first block of the coin. So you can pretty much think of this as instant buyers, or more bluntly, the minimum amount of supply that the team is holding. Next is going to be insiders, and this is going to be the amount of supply that was transferred over from the dev wallet. So any amount of locked supply or any amount of supply that the dev wallet moves over to another wallet is going to appear up in the insiders. So this first percentage right here is going to be how much the top holders are holding. So how much supply of the coin is allocated to the top holders of the coin. Usually the higher this number is, the worse, because obviously you don't want huge chunks of supply in the hands of a single person. But we're at the stage of meme coins where distribution doesn't really matter too much. So obviously a high number should bring up some red flags, but it's important not just for the top holders, but mainly a lot of these statistics here to not give them too much mind. These are just stats alone. You cannot quantify attention with just pure stats and distribution. And then finally, we have the bundle percentage right here. So how Axiom works for bundles is when 3 wallets buy on the same block, it'll come up. The supply that was bought during that block will show up as a bundle percentage. So it's not going to be exactly accurate to a T, but once again, it just gives you some kind of an idea of the distribution behind the coin. But all these icons coming together tell you every single bit of information you need to know about the coin before you ever buy in. So as I've just demonstrated, Axiom is a powerful research tool. You can find information about every single coin that comes up. Now, for your priority fees, speed matters a lot in this market if you want to get a good entry. And that's why I love Axiom. It's the fastest bot in the market because it has its own RPC to make sure your trades go through smoothly Here's what I use. Slippage, 30%. It needs to be this high because of how volatile meme coins are, especially the ones with the lower market caps. Bribery, I personally do 0.03, but unless you're actually trying to snipe something, fees aren't really going to affect your entry. So you can do an extremely small amount, like 0.01, and it'll still be fine. Now for MEV protection, honestly, MEVs usually don't occur anymore, but keep it on just in case. Your transactions could be sandwiched by MEV bots if it's not. So just have it on. Set these in your presets and you'll be able to enter and exit positions immediately without getting front run or stuck in a failed transaction. Now let's get into some of the other different features. One of the most profitable coins in this market are news coins. Coins that are made from some interesting news about crypto, or just a really memeable tweet from someone influential. A single trend can bring in a lot of money if you're in before the crowd, and that's where the Twitter tracker comes in. It's going to be a massive edge for you by giving you live alerts on high impact tweets and immediate correlation to newly launched tokens. If I head to the tracker section on the top, head to customize feed, I've already got a list curated for you guys on the ones that matter. So just pause right here to copy this, scroll a little bit down, copy the last two as well. And like I said, these are the only accounts you really need to be focusing on. So once you're done, head to Pulse, click up Twitter tracker, drag it to the right here. And now it's always going to be available for when you're trading. So when something big drops, like Elon making a meme, you'll instantly see a wave of tokens appear. And that's your shot to catch the momentum before the volume comes in. For example, this was one trade I made a while back. I made almost 14,000 on a coin called Poseidon. And it was literally all because I was able to catch an Elon meme on the Twitter tracker. So huge advantage for you. But here's the important part. Do not become reliant on this alone. Twitter pumps can be powerful, but they're also very short-lived, usually filled with a lot of noise. If all you're doing is chasing every single tweet from every single person and every single meme, you're going to end up overtrading and get trapped in coins that zero out just as fast as they go up. So you can use the tracker as a signal, as a tool, but always do your research and see if it's worth buying in before going in blind. That's going to be a theme I'm going to emphasize a lot in this video. Axiom is a tool, not a crutch. And speaking of trackers, with Axiom, you can also import wallet lists and track traders in real time. And right here, the wallet manager. For example, if I want to add a wallet, right here, this is Pow's wallet address, a pretty well-known trader in the space. I can see, if I open up the chart, their activity, their current P&L, and how much of their portfolio they're allocating per trade. I can literally track every single one of their moves with a single click. And if I pull up right here, the wallet tracker, and go to trades right here, it's going to come up. Every single move this guy does is going to be actively tracked in real time. You can find other wallets like his by just spending a little bit of time on Twitter. And another thing you can do is going into any coin like this, Seraph right here, as an example again, going to the top traders and picking out a wallet that made a solid amount of money on the coin. Right here, for example, I open this up, and I'm going to be honest, this guy only has 11 trades taken.